My client made these simple tweaks to her offer, and in that day, she was able to sell her first $1,750 package. These tweaks work, and they're going to save you a lot of time, energy, and effort when you are creating your freebie. You're going to have people coming to you versus you having to continually pitch and cold DM people. That doesn't work anyway. People just get annoyed. Another client made these simple tweaks and was able to generate over 40 to 50 leads per day. My name is Karen, and I'm the founder of Light Makers, your community for all things mindset, manifestation, and online business. We help you create passive income so you can have more fun, freedom, and flexibility in your life. And we infuse everything with subconscious reprogramming so that you create your business in the easiest, most effortless way possible. The first tweak is you have to identify your ideal client. You have to be very strategic, especially if you are a solopreneur or if you are a new entrepreneur. You have limited time and limited resources. I know when I was building my business while working full time, I was overwhelmed with the number of things that I had to do. That's why I invested in coaching and courses so that I could shortcut my way to profitability. And even then, I still had to continually hone in my mindset, which we infuse throughout all of this content. That's why we're called Light Makers, because there is a lot of subconscious reprogramming that goes into this content as well. So that is very unique to Light Makers. But you have to identify your ideal client, because then you can create an offer that is going to really pull them to you, really entice them to you. And then what you want to do is give them a very quick 5-minute win, right? Something that you know that they need, and you may have to test out different offers, but we walk you through exactly how to do that in the consistent client formula so that you have that insight knowledge on how to create a very enticing offer that is going to take less time for you and is going to bring more people to you, right? Especially if you've been working full time, the mindset is very different. I know when I came from corporate, I felt like I had to make everything perfect, and that is not the kind of mindset that works in this space. In this space, you need to reiterate quickly, and you need to test things out quickly, and you need to move forward so that you can have traction and be profitable and help more clients, right? The next two tips are that it has to be relevant to your offer. This goes back to identifying your ideal client. A lot of people ask, what market should I target? Like, how should I do that? And how should I decide? There's a lot of questions that goes into this. So we go through all of this in the consistent client formula, which is specifically designed to get you to profitability within 90 days. And we have 100% money back guarantee. If you follow all the steps and you do not get one client, you will have your money back. Literally, all the steps are right here for you. You're not going to get this kind of guarantee anywhere else. This is how confident we are in this content and in you. What you don't see in this explanation is the behind the scenes subconscious reprogramming that we infuse throughout all of the content, right? And it's too much to go into right this second because we're focused on getting you to 3x your leads with your freebie. But just know that even the name Light Makers is completely infused for you to accomplish what you want in the easiest and fastest, most seamless, effortless way possible. So you want to make sure that your freebie, your 5-minute win, is relevant to your offer, and you want to keep it really simple. You want to make sure that it is simple to digest, simple to get a quick win, and simple for them to know what to do with it, right? To take a next step action, because your clients are usually on a journey and they just want to solve their problems. Again, we go all over this systematically, easily in the consistent client formula, where you make a small investment and you can literally 10x your results. You're not only learning how to create one product, you are unlocking how to get consistent clients forever. This means that you can make any product, you can teach this to anyone, you can do this in almost any niche. You are unlocking a level of skill that is highly leverageable. This is infinitely scalable, can be more passive, and you can continually create for your target market in an area that you love. That means that you don't have bosses that are breathing down your neck. You're not going to be afraid of layoffs again. Basically unlock total freedom for you, your family, your community, and you're leading by example. That is why we call you a light maker, because that is exactly what you are. The next step is to brand it well. This is something that a lot of people miss, and it can be a bit controversial, to be really honest. A lot of people say you don't have to use branding. That never set right with me. I always liked to have a very cohesive brand, and I spent a lot of time figuring this out. I hired branding coaches. I worked with some of the top experts in the world. In my old company, Gartner, Gartner, and that is a $4 billion company where I advise sales teams on how to sell to them. I advise sales teams on how to sell to those buying teams. And what this means is that I worked alongside the best in the world. That is where I am getting these insights from. And I have combined over 24 plus years of intense research in business and psychology and personal development, and I distill it down for you in the easiest to understand bite-sized pieces that save you tens of thousands of dollars. I've invested very well over $500,000 in this content and give it to you for literally not even 1% of that price. This is extremely helpful. We know that getting started is more important than anything else, but once you get started, you're going to want to create a meaningful brand. The meaning and the intentionality behind that is what people will gravitate towards. You'll also have a very clear idea of what your brand is, so that when you bring people on board, you have a very clear brand that they follow, and there is nothing that is falling through the cracks. Everything looks cohesive and consistent, right? It's an organization. It is well organized. So it's going to save you a lot of time, headache, and money in order to have a clear idea on what your brand is, what you stand for, why you stand for it, right? So I do recommend that you have a very clear brand. Next, you want to make sure that it is easily accessible, that they can receive it easily and quickly, and the whole funnel is very seamless, and major keyword, automated, right? We have the power of automation at our fingertips, where we could build $1 million businesses with 1 or 2 people. That is amazing. I don't think we've ever had this ability ever before in the history of time. So we want to be able to leverage that, right? Not only are you going to be your own boss, make your own schedule, create something that you love, give people authentic value, you're also going to have your time and money and freedom, flexibility through automation. Next, you want to promote it. You want to promote it in the right places. You want to be very strategic about this, because you don't want to just throw spaghetti on the wall. You also want to think through ahead of time as much as possible, so you are fishing in the right holes that you think you will get a bite, and you're going to be able to quickly reiterate. The mindset, again, is different than working full-time or working for an employee. You are your own boss. This is a different mindset that we don't get taught a lot in school. I did take entrepreneurship studies in school, and while I did learn something to a certain extent, learning by doing is the best way of learning, because you're going to actually see what works, and you're going to get that feedback from your revenue, right? I do recommend is build your email list. Again, everybody said this over and over again, is that this is your valuable asset. These are the relationships that you hold with individuals. And lastly, you want to automate your offer. I know I said this earlier, but there are secret tricks and hacks that you can use in order to automate. I don't want you to miss this. I don't want you to sleep on this. Means that you can make sales while you sleep, while you're at the beach, while you're at the pool, while you're at the gym, while you're getting your nails done. Imagine being able to pay off your student loans, your dinner parties. I highly recommend and invite you to enroll in the Consistent Client Formula. It is something that I poured over 24 plus years of personal development experience, which is very important because it underlies all the tactics that we show you. We also give you expert tactics that are hard fought and won, learned insights that I gained through being an entrepreneur and going through the process. And I think through exactly what you need at this moment, especially for the stage that you are at. So this is highly catered to you. And if you've been around the entrepreneur or the personal development block for even a second, you know that even taking one new insight can be a whole trajectory shift of your entire life. This is important. The time is now. Take action right now. I cannot wait to see what you will create, and I will see you on the inside.